Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your October 2023 Psychic Scope. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. It allows other people to find this information as well. And of course, if you'd like to book your private reading with me, semi-private or group reading, I do that in person, also over video. Just go to my website at sacredcorewellness.com. Okay, Aquarius, we're going to start off here. The first thing that I was getting was, man, who ticked you off? It's changed something vibrationally within you. And I can literally feel some of you just holding your breath. Then I just start shuffling the cards, and I have like 6 cards, I guess, that fell out. And we're going to go with that. So I have the number 43 here. This is the lightning. Lightning denotes surprise or disagreeable in accordance to the distance. And this is the first card that we picked. So the distance is fairly close. It feels to me that this is something that has either just gone by, maybe not resolved, but this could also be something that has been long lasting as well. And it also, I have such a big taste in music, but I hear the John Fogerty song coming in. So the lyrics are, he take the thunder from the mountain, he take a lightning from the sky, he bring a strong man to his begging knees, he make a young girl's mama cry. The voice is speaking riddles, he got an eye as black as coal, he got a suitcase covered with rattlesnake hide, and he stands right on the road. So, Aquarius, I feel like there could be some of the lower vibrational frequencies of your sign that has possibly been hanging on as a safety and also a fight or flight response. It's almost like, how dare somebody mess with me? And you have this energy as if you could take down a house. So it's a very, very powerful energy. But I honestly don't think that's truly who you are. So for some of you, this fight or flight thing, it's, it feels like it's been with you since birth. So possibly from a past life, bringing this through, and this primarily being what you are nudged to try to work with, and to flip that around so that you can work your way into the positive, high vibrational and frequency of your sign. And here's something that I'm feeling. I'm feeling that a lot of you throughout childhood, you did not have adequate communication skills because there were not those adequate communication influences around you. So Aquarius, you are born with an open mind. And I think that you've been able to express that. You also are creative, but that can be really, really blocked. I feel like a lot of you probably creative in business or production. And, the Aquarius part of you is definitely nurturing and a humanitarian. So I can see a lot of people making change within communities. Unpredictable and free-spirited, those can kind of intertwine and can get you into some, I want to say emotionally outbursty type of feelings, So this is what I feel like. If you work on these traits that are the negative side, okay, and it's the opposite of exactly what I said to you. You can be too analytical. You then don't trust people, and you are uncomfortable with your emotions. You have so much passion that things just come out, and sometimes people do not understand what they've done. So I think that working on some of these things throughout the winter time, the energy, first of all, supports it right now. And the next card that I have is the 41, and this is a rose. It indicates beauty and rugged health. And though the rose is quite beautiful, it does have that protective force around it, and that's the thorns. So it does definitely, that card represents, I think, exactly what I just said, is that you basically, you have this humanitarian passion, but watch out, because those thorns are quite sharp. And not only are they just on the stem, but they're from the leaves as well. And so I think, you know, look into the meaning of that. Meditate on that for a little bit and see if it's true. Can you hear my dog snoring? That's Rocco. The next card I have is the 25 card. And it feels to me that it's a lot of emotional trauma that some of you have dealt with. It feels to me that there could be, some of you are in the middle of divorce or separation. And I believe you might have come to a realization that there is some sort of accountability for you. Of course, Aquarius, there's always you holding other people accountable. But I feel like through this, it's going to elevate you into a higher vibration for the rest of your experience here. Some of you have such a humanitarian aspect that you have given, like overly given. So there has to be a nice balance. A teacher once told me that there is a difference between helping and being of service. To help one requires ego. There is some sort of an emotional, maybe sometimes a karmic attachment to wanting to help. But when you are of service to one, then even those words sound different. I'm going to help you, or I want to be of service to you. A service does not include feeling bad for someone, okay, and connecting it with something that you've been through. So divine, whatever that is to you, is asking you to allow yourself to be a witness to the changes that you need to make in order to evolve to the next chapter of your life. It's interesting because the next card that I have is the number 19, and I'm using the Witch Tarot deck, by the way. And this is a gentleman. So it feels to me that, you know, there is a lot of masculine energy that's running its course. Also, not the strong male, but there needs to be some balance between the feminine and the masculine here. I think that's where you're going to find, when you learn that you are worth the balance and the happiness, and you're worth someone actually wanting to be there for you and allowing it. I think that's the major thing, is just allowing it. Your up level will be so much more glorious. But for a lot of you, I see that there can be a male around you that probably is getting, or has gotten, or has caused some of this in your life. I am also feeling too that you may have gotten yourself into some situations where, I'll say the devil is wearing sheep's clothing. Seems like you've moved through a lot of things very quickly. And also feels like there could be some people that are not sure how to take you. It also feels to me that there could be a story that you might want to share about this. Because I feel like as you write this story, there also can be a lot of healing into it. The next card I have is the number 6 card. And this foretells of either beating some sort of illness, or that's where you're at now and you're confronting it. So either way, and this may not apply to you at all, so don't think that I'm predicting illness, but it's either you're in it or you just surpassed it, and then all of this stuff is where the healing needs to start happening. I feel like some of you have come close to death, so if that's the case, let that be like the wake-up call for you to allow yourself just to be kind to yourself, Aquarius. I'm going to put the last card down. This is the Ace card, the 37. And it feels as though you have been divinely protected. And they're telling me for you to just sort of stop and think about what that means. For some of you, these are the rapiers. These are the jousting swords here in this card. Some of you are literally under the curse, so to speak, of some sort of generational trauma. I also feel that some of you may have resisted wanting to come into this world. Maybe some of you had a difficult birth. That's something that can be worked on too through some energy work. So Aquarius, it feels to me like you've been extraordinarily hard on yourself, and then maybe it's made this toughness around you, and it feels like it's not so much working for you anymore. And I have other people, ancestors on the other side, that are validating to me that this could be a generational type of curse. I know that it sounds crazy for some people, and I'm here to tell you that I am the most skeptical psychic in the world, and how I ever got into this work is actually beyond me, because I am a Nancy Drew. I am an asker. I want to know exactly what happened. And when you do get into this type of work, it's so much trust. So when I'm telling you and sharing that with you is that it really is about trusting yourself. And I think some of you have some of this innate intuitive stuff, but there's too much clutter. There's too much clutter. And I feel like I want to give you the message of, if you've put in a lot of work and you are exhausted right now, Aquarius, take a step back. Take a step back from all of the commitments, because if you look at the pattern, it will all make sense to you. So Aquarius, if you would like to learn more about what the future has in store for you, or perhaps connecting with some of those ancestors or loved ones that have crossed, feel free to go to my website. It's sacredcorewellness.com. I also offer video and in-person healing sessions, and these are specifically geared, person-specific towards my clients. I'm sending you so much love and light. I'm sending you so much high frequency vibration to you. So I hope that some of this made sense to you. Some of it seems really deep, and I absolutely respect where you're at with that. So thanks so much for listening, and I will catch you next month, Aquarius. Bye for now.